Hello, this is Dutchman. Welcome to my PS1 and PS2 collection video. I was going to do PS1 separate, but I actually have it kind of in some PS2 cases, so I decided to do them both together. The PS1, I had a bigger collection in the past, was not one of my favorite systems. I did not own a PS1 growing up. I was a Nintendo guy and a Sega guy, so I have grown to appreciate some of the games, but I'm still not the biggest PS1 fan. I do think, to me personally, it's somewhat overrated. Now, the PS2 was a better console, and I do enjoy that. I am still an Xbox guy preferred, but I did play the PlayStation 1 for all my sports games when I was younger, and for some other games, and then I traded that in for a newer Xbox. But anyways, I have 30 PS1 games and 89 PS2 games. Again, I end up trading some of the PS2 games for Xbox versions of the same game, so that's why the PS2 number is a lot lower. But I want to start off with the PS1 games through this collection. Nothing really like crazy. I do have some of the RPGs, the Final Fantasies, the Legend of Gaia, Crash games, Spawn, Digimon World 1 and 3. So, yeah, nothing crazy special in here. I do have more in the cases, which I will show off in a minute. Now let's get to these big boxes, since they're kind of in the way. I got these two Time Crisis big boxes. I've explained this in a previous video. I love Time Crisis. Me and my family love it. I've actually never played with those ones, but I will once I get it hooked up. PlayStation 2 is not currently hooked up, but do love the fact that these are complete in box. Got these for pretty cheap. I believe it was 20 bucks a piece. Years ago. It might have been even less than that, don't remember. But yeah, got this kind of where my now wife lives, which is closer to the border of Wisconsin, but it was worth the drive. So move these out the way. Another big box that I have is the Final Fantasy 11 big box that has the 40 gig hard drive, which was huge back in the day. Not much anymore, but this is complete box. Hard drive's only been unwrapped a few times. Box is in okay condition. I don't even remember how I got this, but it's been a pretty big part of my collection. So I'm going to start with a couple of stacks of games and try to point out any notable titles. Red Dead Revolver. Bully's a great game. Me and my brother used to play the Dragon Ball Z Budokai games, the Jak and Daxter games, Ratchet and Clank. Somewhat unknown game that a lot of people don't know about is Uni, which was made by Bungie before they went on to make Halo. Okay. Let's go to this stack over here. Move this in front. These are some of my better titles. Persona 4. I actually found that for free. Grand Theft Autos for the PlayStation. And then the PlayStation 2 ones right there. Tales of Legendia. Silent Hill. Again, I do have PlayStation games in here. I kind of like to put them in where they belong, so I put the Grand Theft Autos with the Grand Theft Autos, the Silent Hills with the Silent Hills, Mega Man Legends 2. Bouncer is a pretty decent game. Dark Cloud is one of my favorite series. It's people compare it to Zelda. It's not quite like that, but it's a really good game. Street Fighter Alpha Anthology, Mega Man X Collection. So some pretty good games there. This other one, if I can grab properly without destroying my set. Sorry. Alright. Simpsons Street of Rage, some sports games in there. I do have more games upstairs, but they don't have the covers, so I did not bring them down. There weren't anything really special about them anyways. If they were, I would typically make a cover for it. The only one up there is the Street Fighter collection that I left up there. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Crash games. I wish I had this on the Xbox. Spider-Man's, Rampage, Shadow of Colossus, Siren, Star Ocean, Digimon. One of my favorite games of all time, Psyops. One of the few games I own on multiple consoles. I own this on the 360 or on the original Xbox and PS2 because I love this game so much. If you find it, play it. It's an amazing game. But there is my collections. I have a ton of these games. Not necessarily looking to build them up, but if I do, I'm not going to turn down games if I find them. But anyways, this is Dexter May. Make sure you guys get your game on. Peace.